Hello, welcome to Paul's Take, and this is my take on are we opening up too soon? Yes and no. So, here's the thing we've been quarantined forever now. I think it's been 14 years, maybe feels that way, anyways. So, when they made the announcement that they're lifting some restrictions on the quarantines, I think people went crazy. There's actually some different things at play here. First of all, there's the there's the political thing. It seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, that Republicans are like, this is a hoax. It's not real. It's fake news. It's overly hyped up, and they're just being defiant or going against what the Democrats say, which is this is horrible. This is the end of the world. So I think that a lot of Republicans are just like, yeah, you know what? It's all fake. I'm gonna sort of not wear a mask at all. And if you're wearing a mask, you're an idiot. And then there's the Democrats, of course. They're like, you gotta wear a mask. We should stay home for the rest of our lives and never go back to work ever. So the truth, I think, is somewhere in between. Do I think we should open up? Yes, I do, but I think we have to do it responsibly. So people are opening up, and people I see, as soon as they said, okay, we're going to stage number 2 and we're opening up some businesses, I'm seeing people everywhere, and they're all hanging out as if there was nothing going on. They're not wearing masks, they're not social distancing, they're doing nothing. But I think the whole point of reopening business, yeah, we're reopening, but you still gotta wear your mask and you still gotta be socially responsible, stay apart, because it's just gonna come back based on what they're telling us, anyways. Because there's also, who do you believe? Is it really hyped up? I mean, or is it real? Is it really that bad? It's hard to say. I'm on the fence, but I figure, you know what? Just in case, I can wear a mask. It's not that inconvenient for me. I'll just wear one. If I'm doing it for nothing, well, then I'm doing it for nothing. But at least I'm still going out. I'm still going to the store. I'm still like, I definitely am out and about a lot. So it's not that big of a deal for me. I'm kind of a hermit anyways. But, you know, I guess it could be your right to get sick. And really tell you the truth, the whole point of the whole social distancing and all this blocking and cutting, and, shutting down all the schools and all the stores was so that the hospitals don't get overwhelmed. Keep that in mind. It's very important. It was all put in place so the hospitals don't get overwhelmed. Well, you know what? The hospitals were never overrun. They were never overwhelmed. So I guess in that regards, it was overhyped because that scenario never happened. At least, not that I heard of. Not around here, not around a lot of places where supposedly it was, but it wasn't. So keep that in mind. The reason why we all shut this down was not to overrun the hospitals, but it never happened. But just in case, I'm still not opposed to wearing masks, but open up, get my gym open, wear a mask. Because here's what I heard as well. I want you to think about this. I'm not 100% sure if this is completely accurate, but from what I read on a brief little thing, that Japan is not a very big place, but there is a ton of people there. It is so densely populated on that little island there. And considering that it's a social thing, if you're close, you might get the coronavirus. But so Japan would be like the number one place where it seemed like it'd be a hot spot because they're so condensed. There's people everywhere. But from my source, what I read was that they never actually had a shutdown. They never shut down, supposedly. That's what I heard. No, I could be wrong, but that's what I heard. I should have looked it up before I started this. I was going to, but I never got around to it. Anyhow, double check. And supposedly they have under 900 deaths in total for the whole Japan. And Japan has a lot of people. So, what do they do? I don't know. I think, here's what I think. And this is just my opinion. I didn't even read the story. So take it as a grain of salt. Japan and Japanese people from Japan are very disciplined. They seem to be, anyways, to me, from standing outside. Never been to Japan, but my image of them as a whole are very disciplined. So I think when they said social distance, you stay away from people, wear your mask, I think they took it to heart, and that's what they did. I think everybody did that. Everybody wore the mask, and everybody tried to keep some distance between each other. That's what I think happened. But here in the United States, we're not so disciplined. I'll go out to one store, there's nobody wearing a mask. I go to another store, and yeah, everybody's wearing a mask. It's kind of weird. And sometimes they're just like right next door to each other. So, and I see people out and about, nobody's wearing masks. So, and some places are. Some people are taking it very serious, but a lot of people are not. And I want to say, because I'm out and about a lot, that more people are not wearing masks than people that are wearing masks. So, maybe a third of the people are wearing masks, a third of people are taking it serious. So, that's why I think we're vulnerable, because we're not disciplined. Yeah, we should be able to reopen. We should reopen everything pretty much, but they should have to wear a mask. And it shouldn't be based just simply because we're telling you to. They should just do it to be cautious, to protect themselves, protect their other people. It shouldn't be mandatory. It should just be common sense, a common courtesy. So, anyhow, that's what I think. I think, yeah, we should open up, but people should be wearing masks and keeping a distance from each other. Because right now, it seemed like to me, it's just, they just jumped right into like, okay, we're free, we're back to normal. And so we're going to have a relapse, I'm sure. Unless two different things. Either it is definitely heat sensitive and it won't survive in the summertime, or two, they overhyped the whole thing anyways and it never was that big of a threat. So I don't know what the truth is. But for me, based on what they're telling me, I'd rather just wear a mask just to be safe. You know, ain't gonna hurt. You know, I still would go out and about. So, anyways, that's my take on the whole mask versus no mask. Should we open or not open? Open, but wear a mask. Do it for yourself and do it for your fellow man. That's what I say. Thanks for watching. Paul's Take.